explain about a project titled Generating Question Titles for Stack Overflow from Mined Code Snippets. So now coming to the introduction part, it is essential to acknowledge potential challenges such as the ambiguity of some code snippets and the need to strike a balance between specificity and generality in the generated titles. Nevertheless, with continuous improvement and refinement, this technology holds significant promise in revolutionizing the way users interact and collaborate within the Stack Overflow community, fostering a more efficient and rewarding programming experience for all. By understanding the context and functionality of each code snippet, the system can identify the core problem being addressed and generate a succinct question title that accurately represents the code purpose. The benefits of this approach are manifold. First and foremost, it saves time and effort for users who are seeking help, as they no longer need to manually formulate question titles. So now coming to the objective part for this project is to continuously refine and improve this technology to address challenges like code snippet ambiguity and striking the right balance between specificity and generality in question titles. By achieving this objective, the system can empower users with a more convenient and rewarding platform for sharing knowledge, collaborating, and finding solutions to their coding challenges. Users seeking assistance can benefit from more precise and searchable titles, leading to improved discoverability of relevant answers and solutions by enhancing the efficiency and effectiveness of information retrieval. This technology ultimately facilitates a more seamless and productive interaction within the programming community. So now coming to the requirements part, we have two types of requirements, that are hardware requirements and software requirements. In hardware requirement, operating system as Windows is required, processor i5 and above, minimum 4 GB of RAM is required, hard disk 20 GB and above. Coming to the software requirement part, Python IDE and that is 3.7 version is required. Now coming to the methodology part, first upload code question dataset. This step involves obtaining and uploading the dataset that contains a collection of code snippets along with their corresponding question titles or description. The dataset serves as the foundation for training and evaluating the LSTM, that is long short-term memory model, which aims to generate question titles for code snippets. Second, dataset preprocessing. Before feeding the dataset into the LSTM model, it needs to undergo preprocessing. This step involves various data cleaning and formatting tasks such as removing irrelevant information, standardizing code and text formats, tokenization, that is breaking code and questions into smaller units of words, and converting text into numerical representations that the LSTM can understand. Third, run LSTM encoding decoding algorithm. The LSTM model is a type of recurrent neural network, that is RNN, that excels at processing sequential data, making it suitable for natural language processing tasks like question title generation. The encoding-decoding architecture involves two main parts: the encoder, which processes the input code snippets, and the decoder, which generates the corresponding question titles based on the encoded information. Fourth, LSTM accuracy loss graph. During the training process of the LSTM model, its performance is continuously evaluated using metrics such as accuracy and loss. Accuracy represents how well the model can predict the correct question titles, while loss measures the dissimilarity between the predicted and the actual titles. Fifth, code and question tokens graph. As part of the pre-processing, code and question texts are tokenized, breaking them down into individual words or subwords. A code and question tokens graph visually represents the tokenized code and question pairs, offering a glimpse into how the model perceives and processes the input data in its numerical form. Sixth, generate question from Mined Code. After the LSTM model is trained and evaluated, it can be used to generate question titles for new or mined code snippets. Given a code snippet as input, the model applies its learned knowledge to encode the code and then uses the decoder to produce a question title that encapsulates the underlying problem or functionality addressed by the code. So now coming to the execution part. To execute the project, first we need to open the code folder. So here we have a folder named as data sample. In this we are containing some training data set and training data testing data set. And in this model folder we have some .h5 files which contain the deep learning algorithms information. These .h5 files can be loaded into the project code during runtime to utilize the trained model for various tasks such as making prediction on new data or performing specific operations. And this is the main Python file which is containing the Python script in it. And this is the run.bat file. Instead of executing the program in command line interface, we created Windows bat file to execute the project. Now to execute the project, double click on run.bat file to execute the project. Here this is the graphical user interface. With this we are interacting with the program. Now click on upload code question dataset button to upload source code and question dataset for getting the output. So here I am selecting this data sample and now click on select folder button. So in the above screen over here you can see that selecting and uploading data sample folder which contains both code and question data, and after selecting select folder button to upload this, and over here we can see dataset contains 107 questions. And now click on data preprocessing button to read the dataset and to generate tokens from dataset, and these tokens will get trained with LSTM. So here we can see total unique tokens or words found in question and code dataset, and then printing length of vocabulary, that is total unique words in all code and questions of code and questions. Now tokens are ready, and now click on run LSTM encoding decoding algorithm button to train LSTM encoder and decoder by using tokens, and then calculate question generate accuracy. So here we can see LSTM model is trained and we got final accuracy as 94%. So now click on LSTM accuracy loss graph button to get LSTM training accuracy graph. So here in this graph, here green line represents accuracy and red line represents training loss, and to train LSTM we took 500 iterations or epochs, and with each increasing epoch accuracy got increased and reached close to 1, and loss get decreased and reached close to 0. So now closing this graph, click on code and question tokens graph button to get the tokens graph from dataset. Here in this graph, so here it is representing x-axis as types of tokens and y-axis as represents length of tokens obtained from dataset. And now copy any portion from testcode.txt file and paste it in application text file to generate the question. So here I am closing now this graph, and now we have to give the input over here. So now here I have copied the question and I just put it over here. So let me write it manually. So now here I have entered the text, and now click on generate question from Mined Code button to get the output. So here you can see that after arrow symbol in blue color text we can see the generated question, and now we try with another question. So here on this screen for unit test program, application automatically generated unit test question, and similarly you can paste any code and get some related question which generated automatically. So now coming back to the conclusion part, generating question titles for Stack Overflow from Mined Code snippets stand as a testament to the power of machine learning and natural language processing in facilitating knowledge exchange and problem solving, thereby enriching the programming experience for all users. As this technology continues to evolve, it will undoubtedly play a vital role in shaping the future of Stack Overflow and the broader programming landscape. Moreover, the system's automation fosters a more efficient and seamless interaction on Stack Overflow, promoting knowledge sharing, collaboration, and problem solving within the programming community. As users gain access to more precise and searchable titles, they can benefit from a richer pool of knowledge and expertise, ultimately elevating the overall quality and productivity of the platform.
For updates on latest project videos, please visit True Project's YouTube channel and subscribe.